This is Jupiter Exile, and we're back to Elden Ring. So I'm here in Lanedell. Get some fighting done pretty soon. Let's see, I believe I was using pickled turtlenecks for this, and I've got some left. I was thinking about possibly switching up. Yeah, I'm going to switch up the equipment, try to go for a more refined stratagem. I'm certain the attacks I'm taking are predominantly physical. So we're going to remove the Dragon Crest Talisman and go to Ritual Sword. And we're going to see how much physical negation we can retain while still remaining at a medium load of weight. Looks like the Gelmir options are going to be pretty strong here, so we'll go for that. And currently I'm not going to change anything else. So let's get fighting and see how this does. I might want to be changing my weapon soonish. If I wanted to try the heavy great axe, however, that will put me overweight. So for now, we'll probably just keep doing this. I might resolve to go back down to a dual wield strat with the same old longsword, Bloodsworn straight sword again. The combined weight of those is, I think, about 7. Might be 6.5. But we can figure that out in a bit. I do like fighting with the axe when I can get away with it. I'm going to hold off on the pickled turtlenecks and use just the turtle shell shield in the back for now. But the stamina regeneration has been invaluable to conducting this fight. Let's remember what we're doing. Well, not that. That's not the way to do it. A couple more to get back in the swing of it, so I haven't played since, I think, a bit on Friday. Coffin shoes. I'm hoping that this week I can dedicate some good time to get my friggin' house cleaned up, which I'm not doing right now. Notably. A lot of people dead on this staircase. They all just jumping off. Pretty sure they all be jumping off. Like they're looking for a secret. Well, that's all well and good. It's fun stuff. That's right. I was going to test for a possible chance to hit him with a heavy charge attack. I'll dodge too early. So if I back dodge the axe throw, I almost have enough time for a heavy charge attack. That's kind of cool. It's going to be a bit before we can figure out the optimal punishes on certain things. We're at the phase where we need to be getting through phase 1 as fast as possible. And so long as we're using the battle axe, it's going to be really clutch to figure out where we can get these big chunky hits in. Nice. Played myself a bit there. Let me just back off for a sec. I dodged too early. Okay, that one-shot me, so I might be a little low on my mitigation right now. That's probably fine, because that's an attack with a lot of windup. So if we're getting one shot by that, it's not the end of the world. So I certainly found an option to lead off with a big hit. I need to watch out because he likes to do this charge away to ground stomp thing. So I don't want to be left trying to do a big charge attack when he just jumps away. We've got the opportunity for other things there. He's not going to do the throw. Oh, I was still too close. I thought I was out of that. I didn't really run or apply any urgency to getting out of it, but I thought I was out. Suppose not. Right. Oops. Panic rolling. Okay, I've got my resistance at about the right spot because I took some damage there but didn't die. It's about where I want to be. And the Gelmir set looks pretty good too. It does not match the Heima Glintstone crown, but very little does. Glintstone crowns look pretty goofy. My resolve wore off. Boo-hoo. Carving away just about 400 at a time. We'll give him some proper distance this time through. Ouch. If I didn't heal, that would likely kill me. I'm getting a lot of lag. Okay. Can't blame the lag for that one. That was my bad dodge. But we got a huge amount of delay there. We lost a lot of frames when he was doing that transition. Let's see, I think there's a couple extra windows I can close, maybe. Close that out, 'cause I'm not using that. All right, back to it. I'm gonna do one more with the axe, but I think I'm crippling myself pretty notably here. So I've got like 1.5 options I can find for doing fully charged attacks. The Royal Knight's Resolve is still pretty good. Ah, he just stomped twice. Oh, jump too early. Oh. Yeah, the simple bash in the front is hard to deal with. Now, you did that to me because I got off cadence. Alright. I'm gonna go for the strats that I know are good. I don't have anything to prove at this point. Although, actually, we cannot dual wield while we have the Great Turtle Shell on our back. So we're going to lose out on that a little bit. Whoops. Okay, here we go. I think I can use the banner, sort of. I'm not going to bother. My only option to apply the banner is when I first go into the fight. Oh, actually, there's a couple things I am forgetting. So first of all, can I hold the banner without going overweight? Let me check. No. So I'm not going to worry about the banner at all, but I do need to change my physic. The secondary effect... Well, I do have it as Stone Barb. I think that's fine. I think I might want to do Dex Knot, though. You still have an okay Dex scaling. It's only a D scaling, so the damage difference I don't think is that crazy. But we'll do it. Whatever. Go through the motions. We can start the fight with dual seppuku. I'm not planning to re-up it during the fight. Because I'm still using the Ritual Sword Charm and the Ritual Shield Charm, so I need to stay at full health. Stamina. This one we get out of. Never mind. Note to self, don't get knocked down by that. Curved swords will actually be way better than straight swords for this. I'm gonna make an adjustment. Because I can get those jumping attacks very easily and get those quadruple hits. At least in the first phase. We'll find out how the second phase goes. So, Scavenger's curved, and a scimitar. All set. And these are definitely better on dex scaling, so we probably want to change this to the Okina mask. Does the Zamor mask have some other benefit? Okay, no. It's in like the weird category. Alright, here we go. Mess that up. Whew. Dodge too early. Couple screw ups there. Let's see. I think I can. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to the. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this back over to. Actually, it should be the Lord of Blood's Exaltation. That would be strongest. And this guy can actually be the Dragon Crest Shield +2. I can still equip what I have equipped. Lord of Blood's Exaltation will give me a better attack boost, and I should be defensively stronger as well. I should be able to take at least a full hit from a couple more attacks that were killing me. Now, as far as I know, Horror Low doesn't have the kinds of attacks that I can, like, re-seppuku on. That's alright, though. You need to have full health, please. There we go. I messed up. He wasn't done. I noticed that the attack patterns for the dual swords, they do not put me as low as the attack patterns for the axe. So it's not dodging me through certain attacks that the other one was dodging me through. Just by virtue of, like, it would hunker me down and he would whiff over my head. But I can't count on that with this. The damage output is certainly, I think it's certainly better. Yes, I am. I'm not currently chatting it up, so I haven't really decided. I might go back. Like, this is so much better, though. It's absurd. He didn't even get to do his Quake stuff before he went into second phase. Blech. Okay, so he's got like a stomps thing. He can do like double or triple stomps. And he's got this lots of swipes he's doing with his hands. It looks like that's a pattern with several breaks in it. And I have to find out where the breaks are. But yeah, at this point, I think I just want to win it. And I don't want to feel as though I'm, like, limiting myself to an extra extent beyond the rules I've set for the run. If I want to do that, I'll set up another challenge run. So that I can have that restriction the whole time. He's not done. Okay, he missed. I messed up, and my character crouched. He can correct his angle a good bit when he does the second stomp. I think I need to be a bit more decisive in terms of how I'm moving relative to that stomp. Basically, I should not be moving just away from him. I need to be moving to his side. Because he can't auto-correct it perfectly, but he can twist it in a way that I'm not expecting. A little bit. Ouch. There we go. Ouch. Phase 2. We start by running away, because he always seems to want to start with this. Okay, so he does up, hand, upheaval. The upheaval's really delayed, so it's going to be very difficult for me to time that out and just invuln through. I'm assuming it only affects the ground, despite it looking really, really nasty. We probably just need to move. We probably just need to start running away if he dives, if he, like, goes to the sky. Because I think that's going to be absolute death sentence territory going on. Ran out of stamina. Messed up. Dodged right. Phase 2. Run away, turn back, dash in. Covers a lot of ground. Woo! want to be far away from whatever that is. Oh, he's just doing his phase 2, but in phase 2. Okay. Nope, that's more delayed than that. Dead. To think that attack has a 3rd hit on it. All right, but I think I figured out a couple things. So when he's doing that like big delayed thing, I can probably be attacking into him for most of that. Ouch. I did not get that dodge off. Oops. Yeah, that was a bad hit to take. It's a little harder to recover from, so it wasn't like at the start of a sequence. I ran out of stamina. Here's phase 2. He got me. I know I have time to go in and get those, get that dash attack off. Living afterwards is certainly a trick. I thought that wouldn't hit. All right, this is... Please phase change for me. Okay, so you phase change, but I'm hurt. There is enough time to run out of that, so... Nope. So it's not right when he drops his hands that I need to dodge. It's like drop up. It's a very slow, steady maneuver. So it's like every other Elden Ring boss. It's a delayed attack that kills you. Do not get killed by the delayed attack. So he can do it in point blank basically whenever he wants, and I'm not sure if I can run away from it. I might be able to avoid it by just running away, and that's possibly the best way of dealing with it. It's also possible that I might be able to work in more bonus damage here by doing blood and frost instead of just blood. Nope. Awkward. Didn't have enough time for 2 hits there. I thought he was doing something else there. Phase 2. Do I want to run behind him for that? I'm dead, aren't I? With that second shot knocking me down, I'd have to dodge through it perfectly to live. And I'm not familiar enough with the timing to do that yet. I probably want to get the camera on him at that point, because that might work better. But I forgot there was a second shockwave. So it's for that jump up pattern, it's run away, then dodge slightly after he lands. And then after that, I need to, yeah, it's run away, dodge slightly after he lands, then just bolt, book it, keep running. I was trying to figure out if the area he's got for that is a circle or a cone, which is why I was running towards him. Ouch. Ouch. Phase 2. Four, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 2 dodges actually gets me through that. Woo! Spicy. Please stop. There we go. Ah. Okay, this is his big Quakes thing. So on transition, he does the Quakes thing twice. I should actually be hitting him during the transition until he finishes. But I forgot what that thing was that he was doing. Oops. So he's got the singular, like, charging swipe that makes him spin around at the end. That's a really good opportunity to hit him with a dashing attack. I don't know how long his stomping sequences are going to last, generally speaking, and that's a little tricky. I'm very worried that attacking while he's doing that is going to, like, carry me around to the front of him, or that he's going to abort the sequence into just doing, like, regular slaps. But that was a pretty good attempt. I need to remember how to address the phase 2.5 change. Whoops. Stamina back. I'm not going to fight him while his AI is bugged. Phase 2. Ha! Yeah, I think I mostly need to be keeping my distance in phase 2 to avoid, like, getting quickly double slapped. And then focusing on focusing on punishing certain attacks without getting too greedy before I take my distance again. Rotating around him continuously seems to do pretty good stuff. I was startled when he decided to shut off his AI in phase 1. And I don't want to win that way. If he does that in phase 2 and I wind up getting a kill because of that, I'm going to be disappointed. Ow. Oh. Most of what he does, we can be long gone before it actually, like, happens. Which is really liberating. dodged that too early. Ah, I dodged that too early as well. If I get knocked down, I have to try to invuln dodge through the last thing. It's a pretty persistent attack, so I'm not sure whether or not I can. We might be able to. Blech. That's basically his cutscene attack, so we gotta know how to dodge that one. Seems like phase 1.5 we can very routinely skip. I don't know what that was that he was doing. It's probably a grab. I got pinned on the wall. At the time, I was probably running away from him a little too much, but he did some stuff I didn't understand, and I panicked. I think maybe we want to hold a mid-range on us, but he very clearly wants to get up close and personal. It is a very menacing second phase. Let's see, can I make adjustments? So, I'm going to try, for a little bit, to see what the fully aggressive setup for me would look like, and how, like, hard it would be to execute this, and also how much damage it does. So if we try to execute this as a no-hitter, how much harder is it to do? We could theoretically also use a Lord's Banner for this. I'm thinking some of the shockwaves he does will start one-shotting me, and it's going to be very difficult to execute in that circumstance. Oh, that didn't one-shot. He's a very polite guy. Pretty quick phase 1. So he can kill me with one slap with this setup. So I see he's got this like arm roll thing to single swipe that I think is probably a grab. That's something to watch out for. I need to get off of him as soon as I make this first rushing attack. Now, let's see. I should be able to hold the standard with this setup. So then I can drink, standard, seppuku, seppuku, red drink, go. Which is very similar to what I was doing as my Malenia buff routine, except I'm using a red drink instead of a blue drink. Ouch. Don't stand still for that. I thought I could get in 2 and then dodge. We might take a couple more Phase 1 Ls, but we're going to get through Phase 1 faster with this setup. So, eh. I also might need to check and see if he might be more vulnerable to Frost than he is to Blood. We don't have a Frost version of Seppuku, though. Ouch. Dodge too late. Ah. So with this setup, as opposed to the Battle Axe setup, Battle Axe is doing 400 per hit in the other setup. That was without some of the other buffs I'm using. It's too early? Okay. I didn't get the second dodge off. I do wonder, because here's the other thought of something we could do for this fight. Can we possibly return to Chad strats? Where is my glintstone crown? There it is. This has to go for this guy so that we can have the strength. I didn't necessarily want to be using Lion's Claw for this, but I could theoretically. Yeah, I want to use Royal Knight's Resolve. I forgot I had put Lion's Claw in here. Let's see what we can do. Ashes of War. Let's go. Oh, whoops. I didn't want Determination. Picked the wrong one. There we go. No, not quality. Want heavy. We'll go back to Stone Barb. All right. Let's get some juicy jump attacks going on. Yeah, I don't think we can land any charged hits, but... Okay, that's the fastest I can roll afterwards. I might put the turtle shell shield back on the back. We'll see. I didn't have time to recover, to dodge from that. So this might not be viable with the Great Axe specifically. Because the recovery after the jump attack with this is ridiculously long. Alright, let's go back to the regular heavy battle axe. Give this a shot. I could also theoretically try, like, Bleed or Frost in the heavy axe, I guess. Eh. It's funny to see the Phantoms getting, like, pile-drivered. Wrong timing. That is the difficulty of doing the nude strat here, is I do need to dodge that correctly. Although I could try to RKR, I could actually just go for an RKR charge attack while he's prepping that. Huh. Interesting thought. So, if I take this back to Spiked Cracked, I think I could land a charge attack on the stun, if I get a stun. I can land a charge attack on the, I am going to go for the Great Turtle Shell here. I can land a charge attack on the stun. I might be able to land a charge attack during the transition, but I think that might be, like, fighting for my life. Yeah. The timing on some of those attacks is pretty tough. Yeah, let's see if we can't make Homeboy kneel. I've been intermittently watching a couple streamers play Elden Ring, and they are not this far yet, I don't think. I don't know if they've actually finished up the Volcano Manor. Whoops. I want him to do the axe jump as his first move, and I'm not getting it. Like, the throw. Because just walking up to him gives me a really tough dodge as my first thing to do. And I didn't read that attack right. Because if he does an axe throw, I can get a fully charged attack as my first attack. He doesn't wanna. I didn't actually have the time to take that R1. Yeah, the mistakes are definitely more pronounced when I come into the fight. The nude. The damage is so much better. Is there anything else I can change here? Not really. stamina. Oh. Yeah, the little bonk is a lot hard. Is tough. He doesn't do it very often. I think I'm not sure if he holds off on that attack because I've been circling him the other way around, or if it's just something he doesn't do very often in general. But I'm definitely not watching out for that right now. Okay, come on, man. Give me an axe throw. There we go. Yep. Dang it. Too early of a dodge. It is a lot harder for me to get the stagger without the stone barb physic. So I think I'm going to have to go back to that. Yeah, because if I'm only going to get the spike crack tier effect maybe once, possibly, then the stone barb is definitely better. I'm almost certain I'll be using the stone barb in the final fight against the Elden Beast. Biff. Ah, dang it. I dodged out too far and lost the cadence. He is not dodging back to the ground wave as much as I want him to. I would like for him to be doing that all the flippin' time. But he seems content to just go back and forth, which is much less cool when I'm using this particular weapon set. I'm wondering, I also upgraded the Great Stars. Let's try this out. We've only got Endure on it right now, but whatever. AR is 577. It's pretty good. Oh man, this like obscures my view. I could not dodge. Yeah, it's really just sticking me. It's too much time. Ugh. It just locks me in place. There we go. A few different nice cheeky hits. Okay, so he doesn't always do the leap after that. Dang it. Yeah, I have to be a bit more aware of how his slaps actually work when I'm using a more committal weapon like the Battle Axe. I wonder if there's actually a way to punish him for doing that, like, big slamming attack. I don't know. There we go. Stamina. Dang it. So I can't take an attack right there. Eh. If I had dodged to the right, I might have been able to take an attack, because his attacks that hit on his right, my left, are faster than the attacks he has that hit on the other side. So that might have been an incorrect rotation type of problem. But I'm dodging left because I'm dodging through the weapon attack, so that my dodge window is optimal. So hard call. That was clearly the wrong time to attack. I'm going to keep this up for a bit longer before I try going back to the bleed strat. Or maybe a frost strat. Stamina, please. Missed my dodge. Because with the bleed strat, I can have good damage even when I'm fully armored. I can take the armor off, but I can put the armor on this build as well. I think this is just too much better to ignore. Go back to Gelmir armor. Actually, I think I can afford to wear blade set. Still at medium. Yeah, the damage is so much better. He swept the leg. Okay, he got me with that. I was forgetting what that was and the fact that I needed to keep attacking. So there is one more thought I had in my head, which is that perhaps the truth and the way and the glory and the justice and all that is that I need to be using 2 axes. But I haven't upgraded a second axe. I'm going to explore this idea a little further. In all my despair about power stancing, I have not considered that I just needed to power stance harder. Let's see, I've got a hero's rune. So what if we come over and we strengthen the Highland Axe? Because this guy only requires 12 strength, so we can qualify for it very easily. Is there anything else we might want to do instead? This one's more powerful and probably equipable. It upgrades with Sombers. And then there are the forked hatchets, which feel like they're not bonky enough. Okay. I don't know if I have the Sacrificial Axe. I think it's from like a particular, do I have the Sacrificial Axe? Rosas' Axe. Sacred Butcher Knife. It might, I think you're right. It's not like in a weird category. If you look up where that is, I can go run it down. It might. Probably does. And, let's see. We need to... Also need to select the Ash of War for this, so that we can change it from, so we can make it heavy, I think. Okay, those are pretty good. The scaling on that is up to, yep, B scaling with strength. Strength. And, let's see. Wondrous Physic we're going to take back to Stonebarb. And we are on heavy load with this, so we're downgrade from Blade to Gelmir. And we're good. This should also be Strength. Big Bird near the Wimping Peninsula. Near the castle, take a right. So it's a it's from a Death Bird. Let's see. Guarding a ruin. Is it over? Let's see. Got the demi-human forest ruins and the Tombswood ruins. Is it like a more minor ruin than that? Near the Weeping Peninsula, toward the castle, or right before you get to the glowing tree. So I'm guessing it has to be around here somewhere. Yeah, I have not. There are a lot of the nighttime enemies that I have just not fought at all. Okay, let's see. Let's see. One with the merchant. That guy on the other side of the bridge wants to fight right now, so hold on. What's the... It's a pretty slow pattern, which I kind of saw coming. Let's see. Oh, down over here? I think we'll keep it at night. Yep, still nighttime for sure. Saying a right before the glowing tree. Oh, it's a right before one of those little sacred trees, isn't it? Oh, hey. Yeah. I should probably win this fight as well. Because I haven't fought this guy yet. It's definitely going to get in the way. So to get used to this, I think I... Let's see. I have fought like one Knight Rider this entire time. So I'm barely even aware of what they do. I've got a weird effect on my buff bar. That'll get me. Come on, sit still. Barricade Shield, and Knight Rider Flail. Ah. Oh, here we go. You know, I've actually heard that holy pots are incredible against these guys. I should have made some. Oh, just... Probably, yeah. Locking onto the head of a Deathbird sucks. You want to come on down from there? All right. We got there. That was close. The Sacrificial Axe. What is the base damage on this guy? It's pretty good. Fires 16 strength. It's got a what's it called? Yeah, 16 strength. It's pretty heavy. But let's head on back to the table, and we'll take a look at that. I think it's also a Somber's upgrade, which is pretty easy to do. So, let's see. What does this guy weigh? 5.5. Or the Highlands 4.5. It's like 1 extra pound. Huh. Why for like 1 extras? Get me. That should be an appropriate amount of weight loss. Yep, now I can wear that in medium. Well, let's get this upgraded. So now I'll have to sell a couple more souls, which is perfectly fine. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, both of these are crazy short, so there you go. I'll have to sell off at least one of my remaining golden runes here. Oh no, that's regular smithing stones, so we'll have to buy those back. That'll be quite a bit. So I think I might need a full suite of stones. Okay, I've actually got several of these. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Gonna have to sell some more stuff. Do I have anything else that sells for a meaningful amount of money? Not really. Preserving boluses I basically need. These are basically worthless. I'm not going to use any boiled prawns when I have crabs. I'll hold on to those. Those are annoying to get more of. I've never used dragon wound grease or felt remotely good about it. I don't have any duplicates on those. Are there any, like, multiple drop weapons that I could sell? Doesn't look like there's any I can sell for meaningful money. Just kind of declutter things a little bit. Not a lot going on. Arrows sell for nothing. It'd be funny if gilded caps sold for more. Like, so painfully close. There we go. All right, let's give this a shot. See if it has any merit. I think it's I have a sneaking suspicion that this will also be, like, too slow, because I think that double swing is probably just too slow. Oh, this is one grace short. This is closest. But I would so like for this to be a thing. Oh, I need to convert the other axe to heavy. Doesn't really matter what I put on here. Because that reduces it by 20 to give it about 50 back. And that's before I drink my physic. They're very close. I think if I had it at plus 25, the Sacrificial Axe would actually be better. But the Ancient Dragon Stones are pretty limiting, so I'm not going to commit on that. A cool-looking arena at night. Well, this is a depressing experiment. It's slower and weaker than just attacking with a single axe in two hands. So it's that's a failed experiment for sure. Like, this is not even faster than just doing this. They should just, like, if I had an attack that attacked with both axes at once as the L1, it would be worth doing. Bummer, man. Oh yeah, man. Like, curved swords are so absurdly good in Elden Ring. Curved swords and status effects, like, axes do nothing in Elden Ring. They are too short, they don't do enough damage. It's very sad. Because, like, even the raw damage that I get off of dual-wielding scimitars, not counting the bleeding part, is pretty good. I forgot that I'm supposed to be using the Lord of Blood's Exaltation here. The curved sword jumping attack is so disgustingly good. Like, it's not okay. Mindful of the arena. Dang it. It is very difficult to time the dodge for that. But yeah, it's so absurdly better to use two long swords. And I think I forgot to change my mixed physic. Yeah. Alright. That's all the experimentation we're gonna do. We're just gonna go with this strat. Like, the game has shown us, for certain, this is the strat that is endorsed. We're gonna have to deal with the shockwave phase because I had to back off to heal at a bad time. phase 2. Thankfully, that moves outwards as it goes. Whew. I will never get to heal. I kind of figure that about the second phase. If I take a hit in the second phase, I have no idea how much stuff I have to deal with before I can heal. I think I could have healed after the after his upheaval thing is a good chance. But that's probably it. During the boss fights, I really wish that, and I've thought this about, like, Dark Souls 2 as well, and Dark Souls 3. I wish I could unmap or unbind middle mouse, because the crouch keeps screwing me up. In those games, you can't crouch, but the button binding is jump, which is at least as bad. Stamina's low. Here we go. That takes way too long to execute. No chance. So we cannot re-seppuku at any point during the fight, which I had suspected. If he were more of a slow approaching guy, we could get that done. But he loves being in your face. Group 4. Is that group 5? I guess I have 5 groups active right now. I'm gonna check which group that is. Wait for stamina. Is this an appropriate re-seppuku? No. I had to know. I had to know. It is a very, very long buff to cast. Part of why it's nonsense in PvP and you shouldn't let anybody use it. Ah, that is a fellow one bro. Good on him. About to say, I don't see the 4 marker very much. Behold, warrior. Whoops. Barely squeaked out of that. Sometimes he ends that one with a stomp. Right, that does 2. No! Oh boy! Oh, his attacks are so ridiculous, man. That wasn't too bad, though. I want to try a little something. I'm going to make a slight change. So I'm going to try putting a cold effect on my offhand weapon. It's going to split it into physical and magic damage, and it's going to put some of its scaling, I think, on int, which is a bit of a bummer. But it's still got to be scaling with dex. And it's got 104 friggin' frost buildup, apparently. Seems high. And I want to see if using 2 statuses independently gets me a better time of this. Yeah, you had me in a real panic in that phase 2.5. Ouch. Ooh, thought I dodged that a bit early, but was thankfully not quite in range. I dodged that too early as well. Dang it. Delayed attacks, man. Super delayed. So yeah, our procs get delayed, or like our status pops get delayed quite a bit here, but we should not be feeling it as much from the status decay that naturally occurs. Because repetitively using just bleed on him will cause him to stack up more and more bleed resist as the fight goes. So theoretically, we're splitting that burden. We'll see. Ran out of stamina for a bit there. Oh, I thought that would have a bigger boom. Kind of like that one. Dang it. Those axe kicks, the spikes from the floor have a delay on them, which is tricky. I should actually, when he's using axe kicks, I should actually be closing in on him and dodging them point blank. Because I think they're delayed enough for me to get singular attacks in between every single axe kick. The problem is, if I'm adjacent to him, I'm pretty sure he's going to abort the axe kicks to do something else. I'm also pretty sure I can't jump in on them. That sounds like a recipe for getting axe kicked out of the sky, which is bad for you, bad for your health. Slurp. I knew when I needed to dodge, and it just didn't happen. Any attacks I'm making during those transitions are really, really tenuous. Yeah, I think this is novel, but I think the bleed strat was better. Rather, I think having them both on the same setup is better. Let me try them both on cold. Maybe he has lower cold resist. I don't know. And so long as I'm doing that, I'll change this out to a Magic Shroud and Crack tier, because I'm doing a lot of magic damage. And let's see. I'll change this out as well, because it's not going to be effective. Back to Ritual Sword. Yeah, scaling is much lower, but eh. Oh, and we still cause blood loss because it's the Scavenger Sword. Anyway. Do I get more attack out of the intelligence gain? Not really. I get like 3 damage, but I lose 2 offhand damage. It's not worth worrying about the difference. Now we don't have to sit around using seppuku. Fairly similar damage profile. I'm confused that he hasn't gone for the 1.5 phase transition yet, but whatever. Dang it, he got me. The damage was good, though. I just couldn't afford that one extra swing I took. Yeah, he was in his phase 2.5. Let's see. I wonder if I want to make another adjustment. So, I think I'm just going to change this back over to this guy. Because I noticed that his phase 2.5 transition, if it hits me point blank, was killing. And I'd rather not get killed by that. even if I'm going to lose a good bit of damage. AR is pretty good once I get the magic damage boost. It's like 500 and 490. Oops. I was actually just far away enough from the second pulse that it didn't happen. Oh no, I thought that wouldn't get me. I was wrong. Blech. Yeah, it's a pretty tough second phase. He has some very, very dangerous behaviors. And it's very difficult to tell when it's safe to get him. There's a couple spots. Take a bit of pickled turtle. I might have to go kill more turtles. That's a lot of damage. Right, he does it twice. He did that one health survival thing, I swear he did. Frickin' troll. That was robbery. I'm gonna mark that. Oh jeez. Come on. But that basically shows me that all I really need to get this done is a very good set of transitions. Like, man, I'm like 2 behaviors away from locking this down. That was bull. Freaking RNG rolls. The boss last stand mechanic. That one did not go well. Like, randomly hit by a stomp, and then everything went out of control. You know, I wonder about the fact that his axe is broken. Where did his axe break? Is the other half of his axe out in the game somewhere? It's a thought. This turtleneck is, like, indispensable for this fight. Ah, okay. I had thought that's probably not safe to do. And I guess that is not safe to do. I wanted to test it out, and I tested it out a bit last fight as well. From taking that opening. And it's just like a 50-50. If he does the floor-based axe grind, then it's not safe to approach him. Because he links into that attack or starts it up immediately after he's done with the floor pulse thing. So I cannot punish him for the floor pulse thing itself. Here's my last turtleneck for a bit. The turtleneck only really matters to me in first phase, I think. In second phase, I'm not sure. Well, it's probably pretty important, actually. Stamina is running down so hard. Whoops. Oh, that sweep actually does way more damage than usual. Yeah, I haven't really learned all the follow-ups and behaviors he can do after each individual kick. And I think that's some of his, like, core openings that I need to be looking for. So kick to slow sweep is noteworthy. I know that he can do, like, kick to more kicks. I think he can do a kick to quick sweep, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen him do a quick grab after doing the sweep. Or after doing the stomp. I haven't seen him do, like, the quick double swipe. So maybe he can't do those as a quick follow-up. This is without Turtle, so let's see how miserable it is without Turtle. You're off target, bro. I'm off timing. That's funny. I, like, nicked him out of that. I moved in just a little too soon. Like, I'm trying to range that about perfectly so that I can punish it with a running attack afterwards. But I need to wait for it to be completely finished, or I'll just die. It's frowned upon. Rather than the Okina mask, I wonder if actually... I'm gonna try the Silver Tier mask again. So we're just getting so much damage out of arc. I think there's another helm that gives us like half as much arc as this without the damage penalty. I don't recall which one it is, or I don't know where it is. Whoops. I just got clowned by that. Wow. Huh. I was in a bad way there. Let's see. I could actually try like a Frost and Torches setup if I'm going hard Frost. Let me make sure there's a torch equipped. And then I'll think about switching off to that torch for like one attack. I think the problem with the Silver Tier mask is I still want to be getting good damage out of my weapons, because as the fight trails on, the status effects can be less and less of the damage I'm going to inflict. So if I lean too heavily on the status effects, the fight will kind of stall out in the late part. Very undesirable. Wait, I can't do torch attack? Oh, I can't do... okay, I need to change the torch, or... Well, I can't use it this way, basically, so... So if you have an offhand weapon, it won't let you do a torch attack. Ouch. Alright, I have a loose thought. What if I bring along, like, volcano pots, and I throw those at him when he's doing his big fissure attack if I have free time? Yeah, discard those, actually. So there's fire pots, giant flame pots, volcano pots. Okay, so when he's doing his big fissure attacks, if he's under a frost effect, I can throw a volcano pot at him, just strip the ice off, and maybe do some more damage that way. Also, because he has these giant freaking keep-off attacks, we have a little bit of something to do while we're waiting for the fight to reset. Yeah. too early. I keep forgetting that that attack is, like, not an opening. Uh-oh. Come on, buddy. Ah, I can't move. Most of his attacks just pancake you or send you flying, so I needed to dodge in on that stomp. Volcano pots are a mistake. If anything, it has to be fire pots. But it might just be a waste of time. They're being thrown past him. Like, it is pretty upsetting to, like, try a consumable and just have it go into the ether. Beep. Okay, he's on his 2.5 phase change. And the phase change itself killed me because I took both hits, which we can't do. Yeah, I really gotta be stuck on him for that phase change. I need to not run away from stuff. Part of me was thinking like, let me just try a far off strat and I'll punish the vulnerabilities. And that worked for a little bit, but it's just not the way to go. I think I just have to run at him and accept that half the time he's gonna do quick swipes and kill me. Get this embarrassment off my bar. I should run around for more turtle meat. That was really helpful here. Stamina back. I didn't realize you could chain those together. Ouch. Slurp. I'm gonna heal. No phase 1.5 for you. Oh, he got me. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum. So I probably needed to actually dodge there. Be a good idea. Okay. I'm pretty certain I don't have... Do I not have the recipe for pickled turtle? So I don't see it here. Do I need to learn that recipe? Well, do I have the materials? Do I have any actual turtlenecks? I've got a couple, so I don't have the recipe for pickled turtle meat. Where do we get that? Crafting guide. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 3. Nomadic Merchant in North Limgrave. How have I not found this? Did I miss a merchant? He's just across the bridge. Holy heck, I've missed a merchant. Entirely missed a merchant. Well, let's go kill a couple things so we can learn about turtlenecks. Hey, you. Hate to interrupt. That's worth 1/3 of the runes I need for the recipe. How on earth did I miss this? Well, let's talk and you'll be marked on the map. What else does he sell? Well, he's got pickled turtle for sale, and a cracked pot that I've missed. And a note about flame chariots that I've been unaware of this entire time. Makes sense that there are several turtles near him. What can I fight for some quick runes? Because I know I'm not carrying any liquid runes. The stuff in Limgrave is worth like nothing. Let me go to that one farming spot. Right, it's over here, I think. That's about enough. Just buy everything that he sells in limited quantities.
I'm afraid of very little.
Sorry, turtles. I've been avoiding killing turtles the entire game, but I really need this neck meat, man. What's it called? I'm assuming, though, that the meat selling... yeah, there's meat for sale through one of the bell bearings that I returned over here. So I can buy more of the stuff, right? Yeah. It is weirdly expensive. Okay, so we got some of that for now. So, and turtleneck meat is the limiter on that. But theoretically, I can only make 50 because of the limiter on herba. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. So I can go back and get more. Yeah, getting down to it, there's also still a lot of night cavalry I haven't fought, and a couple more deathbirds. I think there's at least 2 deathbirds I haven't fought. It's like I don't have the poker, and I think there's like a unique incantation they give you. Ah. Phase 2. Ouch. Dead. Yeah, after I took that errant hit, I figured it was not likely to go well. Especially since that hit, like, popped me up into the air. I wonder, I'm imagining that some of these interactions might be based on poise, so a higher poise character might not get tossed around as much, I'm not sure. Makes me wonder if this is maybe the case to use the Baldachins. I don't know how long that lasts. Why not? Might as well test it. I'm assuming the Baldachin's is only like 20 seconds, though. I really didn't know what he was doing for the first couple moves there. Well, it lasted at least that long. Yeah, the short charge uppercut I haven't seen many times. It's definitely a very dangerous move that he's got in his kit. Ah, and it's gone. I thought the Radiant Baldachin's Blessing was reusable. Well, never mind. So much for having finished out that quest. I mean, there's got to be some way of getting more of them. Dang it. It was too early. That delay is maddening. I also mistook it for him just doing a normal roar. So I think if I do the timing right, I can do 3 attacks, then roll again, then 2 more attacks. Which will have him pretty close to dead. He gave me a pretty good set of behaviors for that phase 2. I'm always too early. There we go. Got him. Woo! That was a really good phase 2. I feel really happy with that, actually. Phase 1 was pretty scrappy, but I appreciate what I was able to get done there, and that's all that matters. You just gotta be satisfied with your own challenge. Alright. We've attained the remembrance of Horaloo. Warrior. Horlo, I think, actually is the pronunciation. Okay, before I proceed, I'm actually going to hop on back to the Table of Grace. So we got Godfrey down. We got one guy left to go. And I'm imagining I'm going to have to, like, re-kit and reorganize a dozen times before I get this next fight right. So, I'm going to buy up a lot of upgrade materials so that we can be ready to make adjustments. I appreciate that Godfrey is worth fewer runes than Melania. Like, they know what's going on. They know where the challenge is at. I really like the design of that fight, though. Okay, so there's that. So, the various strats I've seen for this upcoming fight do mostly focus around, like, big ol' bonkers. I've actually seen people referring to that as being the optimal way of doing this. The other thing we have to think about is we can go to the 9s with, like, holy damage resistance, because we've got a lot of holy attacks that we're going to be dealing with. And that is about everything I know about this upcoming fight. There's a lot of holy damage. It's like the Carrion Knight armor is a decent option, I think. There's a lot of holy damage. I've heard that it's a bit of, like, a DPS check type of thing sometimes. Like, can you kill the boss before you get smattered by a couple things? Let's see. So, given this, I think I'll buy more turtle meat, for one. There we go. If we need more, we can always farm it. Not really adverse to farming. Sombers are still very easy to upgrade if we need, so. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the last bit. Alright, let's take a look. I'm going to use the restroom before I keep going. So take a quick break, get hydrated, stretch. Alright, onwards. Try grass. Seek tarnished, Lord. Alright, what have we got here? Pierced through. Whose weapon is that? How long has America been that way? But the one who rises is not Marika, but Radagon. Radagon of the Golden Order. Oh, lightning. Classic for a final boss. Ouch. Okay, so you showcased a few things so far. He's taking quite a lot of damage. I had heard that Frost is actually pretty good against him. Alright, let's try and lay it on him. There's a couple things I can think to experiment about. First of all... So we get to see that every time if we want to. Ack! He's got some pretty nice step-ins. One of those is actually a bit delayed. That stomp has gotten me twice now. Need to get that figured out. I think if I prompt a lightning throw, I'm not actually certain if the lightning throw can hit underneath him. So we might be able to get in hits if we run straight at that. That'll be something to figure out. It's a little difficult to discern his delayed attack patterns. Okay, so he's got golden darts. Got that one. Ah, stomped again. Ouch. That's a grab. And it's a slow one, right? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was going to explode or if it was done. Oh, what the? That was cheating. Decided to, like, vanish and then just appeared again in the same exact spot. How did that work exactly? So he appeared with a pulse of damage that kind of got through my guard a bit. So this boy loves making him some delayed attacks. Fitting. The final boss, the epitome of the game he's in. Oh, he did 2 swings because I was in front of him. It's going to take a bit for me to figure out, like, how many times I should be hitting him for various things. He's pretty slow moving, so I think the answer on this is largely just to be, like, really punishing. Just give it to him for sure. Give him the business. Ah, so he doesn't already show up on top of you with that teleporter. He just did it that time to screw with me. Swear. Okay, he's got a very slight telegraph on reappearing. It seems as though when he reappears next to me, it's just going to be kind of nasty. Let's see. I want to try something. This is 26. Can I get that high? I think I can. I think I can get high enough to one-hand that. The right setup. Okay, I can only one-hand that while I have drank a potion. And I'm gonna have to give up on this, I think. I want to see what this attack pattern looks like. Okay, yeah, it slams with both of them into the floor at the same time. That's on heavy. That is not on heavy right now. $26. 22 is the most I can do before I drink a flask. Oh, and the flask has to be correct. So let's make sure that's the case. And this is currently a medium load, but we need the Great Jar's Arsenal to be here for that to be a medium load. If I unequipped some other things, I think I could get that down. but we'd have to run a perfect fight in exchange. We might already need to run this as a perfect fight in order to use a setup like this. Let's see what this looks like. Whoops. Got me there. Okay, so about 1100 on a jumping attack. We're not surviving either way. That's still on medium. We can get more damage in. Let's see. This might help us avoid death from a special attack. Let's see if this helps us avoid damage for... this might stop a lightning bolt from killing us. So we'll see. No. No. Forget it. We want it to be... Ritual Sword. So we're currently at strength of 32. That doesn't kill us. Interesting. So the stomp itself didn't get us. But he's got a lot of other stuff that can get us. I might need to be more armored for practice purposes. So let me stay armored for now so that I can learn the fight better. I still need to keep that stuff. Oh no, I need that to be probably Great Jar. I need one of these to be Great Jar. Yeah, it's gotta be this. That allows me to be armored. Does anything have holy resistance over 10? I don't know. I don't think wear something as weighty as the Crucible Tree armor. I think we're going for Blades armor. Nope. Adding the Greaves made it heavy. Even with the Great Jar Arsenal equipped. Oh, is Carrion Knight equivalent? Carrion Knight's actually better on Holy Resist, so... Alright, here we go. So we gotta find more opportunities for jumping attacks, because the jumping attack from this is reasonably fast. He had another thing to... He had another thing. I'm gonna have to learn his combos. Oh, look. With double... with double Great Hammers, my L1s hit with both weapons. But with double Battle Axes, they don't. Wow. Why do double Great Hammers have a better attack pattern than double Battle Axes? This is outright discrimination against axe wielders. Dude does not stop. It's just a super long combo with, like, intermediary varying speed attacks. Dude's pitching like a 7-hit combo with a slow part and a fast part. I think one of these weapons is giving me a buff. There's something in the buff bar that I don't recognize. Ah! All I want to do is land 2 hits and then successfully dodge a full string of attacks. If I could land 2 hits and then reset, I would be pretty happy. Oh, okay. That's a different cascading holy attack that hits several times. Okay, we got him to half with the bonk strat. So I wanted to see if, like, getting off a fully charged attack while he was stunned was a good idea. It's not. I should just go for a critical, because I can get him on the critical wake up as well. A lot of what he's doing, he doesn't have many attacks that start quick, so he doesn't retaliate very quickly if you get him on a wake up or on the end of an attack string. He has a few different attacks that are like singular things that he does, and then he's just got some Elden Ring style attack strings. Oh, okay. Sure, that can hit over there. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's input reading me on healing. But I don't have a countermeasure for it. It's just the way it's going to be. I'm not good enough at dodging enough of his attacks to play around that yet. What was the stagger threshold? I think it was... I need to count the hits. So I'm always starting with jump to L1. I don't think Royal Knight's Resolve causes any extra stagger either. Okay. So it's basically jump L1, jump, and that did it. Okay. That was weird, because he whiffed half his stuff over my head. So while he was on the floor for the get-up, I couldn't actually wake him up sooner. Like, one of my attacks whiffed through him. Kind of a bummer. But we're figuring out a routing here. I think that he wants to use a certain number of big attacks before he gets through too many health breakpoints. And so long as our opening windows on that let us hit him enough, we're in a pretty good way. Ouch. Yep, that'll get me. I'd have to be close to him to dodge that. Yeah, he really does not want to let me heal. I've had a couple chances to heal. But I just haven't seen his attack patterns enough to know how fast the next attack is coming. At any given time in his string. Makes it very difficult to dodge through him and like into all of his stuff, and dodging backward has gotten me killed every single time. But dodging like a 4-hit string that has fast options and slow options is really nasty. It seems like a lot of the time he's getting me with a very fast second swing. Maybe that is on script. Maybe I should be doing a twice in rapid succession dodge the same way I had to do for the Malekith routing. Stamina, please. And it's back. That jumps it. Oh, that's a grab. Okay. The grab does jump him forward a bit. I'm already dead. Okay, so yeah, it's 2 dodges in rapid succession got me out of his basic string pretty handily. Because he went from the like regular swing, fast swing, very slow swing. If I was using a very fast weapon, I'm sure between the second and third hit, you could probably get in an L1 or L1 or an R1. With these weapons, we'll have to wait for him to be completely done. Okay, that time he did fast. Timing the dodge for the grab is difficult. Because it's not the same timing as like Gwyn's grab, it's extra special delayed. And there's the compound problem that as it's being delayed, it's just like this big white blur. This big like yellow golden blur. Let's see what we got. And I understand, and this is also a compound boss, so we've got 2 fights here stacked on top of each other. So we gotta get good at this part. Yeah, I didn't have the time to deal with that. Either not the time or not the stamina, actually. I took an extra dodge, and that meant I couldn't take the L1 swing. Because this is a pretty expensive setup. Yeah, I see where I made the mistake. Watching the replay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try some turtleneck on the way in. See how that helps. I always think it's cool when it shows like a phantom alongside you that's also doing the exact same interaction. It's the camaraderie. Oh, right, those explode. It's very, very necessary mechanic that they have. How fast do those come out? It seemed like just immediate, basically. Okay, it did come out as part of a combo. But they are really, really fast. Oh, some lag. Gotta be careful rendering all that fog out. I have no idea. Let's see. We're just crossing the 3-hour mark on the stream. Whoops. I also didn't use Royal Knight's Resolve on the way in, so I did less damage. And he just decided to be moody. I think the lightning bolt is basically a punishment for me building distance. I'm not really meant to take distance on this boss, I feel. And if I want to take distance on him, I better have a hell of a lot more holy resistance. I don't really have the room for holy resistance right now, build-wise. Oh, right, don't forget that. Oh, come on. That time he let off with the golden knives. So it's not that he's particularly adverse to just throwing them out there. There's a little bit of telegraph, but these weapons are pretty committal. I dodged at just the wrong time. Nice. I might need to try a build where I just run in here with, like, absolutely... let me try one thing, first of all. Let me do this, and then I can remove that. Which will allow me to wear this. So now we have a lot higher holy resistance. We'll just put this in 2 hands. What's it called? Also, is this, yeah, this is strike damage. Thought so. I'm assuming this will not stun him at the same rate, or that the damage will be notably less. But let's find out. So we were dealing like 1100 on the jump in with the 2 weapons. Oh my god, it's like the same. Oh no, that's the big one. Okay, so we have to see if the stagger is markedly less with this. So the thought is basically around the 5th or 6th hit, I should be getting a stagger if I'm using both weapons. So if the single weapon does not get a stagger on the 5th or 6th hit, then that's that's a definite reason to try and use 2 weapons. Yeah, we could just do this with 1 weapon, it's fine. That still got me. What a jerk! Like, oh man, first the dodge didn't work on his Holy Stomp. I think that's probably an attack I have to jump over. Actually, if I could read his other Stomp, it might be possible to jump over that too. That might be a big opening. If I can get that right. So long as I'm using 1 weapon, I'm not going to use the turtle next. Nope. Guy's a pain in the neck. Let's see. I'm not sure if Great Stars is optimal. Let's try the Great Axe instead. Besides, I actually have this one at... Whoops, wrong button. I actually have this one at plus 25. It is the big boy. I'd be pleased as punch if I can kill the final guy with an axe. $100 lower damage. He's vulnerable to strike. Okay, so yeah, it's got to be strike damage. It's for a higher upgraded weapon that has higher base damage to actually do less damage. Is a pretty big deal. So let me see one other thing. So this guy here is 298 plus 154. Is that the one-handed stats? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this guy here is basically 500 damage and a little bit of change. This guy right here is not quite 500 damage. So the Great Stars with a lower strength requirement and a bleed effect is still better than the Heavy Battle Hammer. Super weird. I don't think I have anything else that's like an interesting candidate. Because we get up to 32 strength. We could technically, theoretically, wield the Prelate's Inferno Crozier while we are using the Physic. that is technically, theoretically usable. But I think that one might be a Somber's weapon that cannot have its weapon art changed. I'm not sure. Oops, I accidentally backdodged. Don't crouch, you goon. Excuse me. That whipped. I was just hoping that he would get stunned, but I was spending too much time away from him for him to actually get stunned. So we can theoretically disengage with him if we actually run backwards. But we cannot walk backwards. He'll just walk forward and clobber us, basically. But if I walk backwards, I can actually prompt a very punishable dashing strike attack. So that's a good finding, I guess. Also, I need to watch the heck out for that attack, because he's got a dashing attack that will murder my ass. Oh, man. Blech. Yeah, that was very wrong. I misjudged the jump range. Been wearing the headset for like the last 4 hours, so it's starting to feel uncomfortable. This is a particularly comfy headset, so it does take a while for it to feel uncomfortable, but it's getting there. Bonk. Bonk. I really hate that teleport. It's really junk, man. The fact that he can, like, reappear right on top of you and do damage. I need to get better at dealing with the telegraph for the reappear. I should probably actually just dodge it on timing, because he doesn't seem to have a different timing for his reappearance. I just need to dodge at the point in time when he would reappear. What? Oh my goodness. I'm screwing up already. Oh, the upward spring also has a forward thingamajig. Ha! Well, that's something. That's fine. We screw up that much on the way in, it's just not going to go well. You know, I wonder, can we actually hold the rallying banner at the same time? No way, right? Yeah, it puts us up to heavy. You know, I'm not surviving a damn thing, so why do I even have this equipped? I think the only attack I'm surviving is his basic stomp. And I was surviving that in the nude. There we go. Ah! Come on! That's a really frustrating attack. Like, what the hell is the telegraph on that? There is one, for sure. I actually wish the audio for that had just, like, hit a little bit sooner. I think what's happening there is I'm panic rolling after I take the first hit, and then the second hit just catches me on the roll. Ah! It's twice over I thought he was going to swing. From what I've been able to perceive so far, like, I cannot understand a lot of the distinction between his attacks yet. Buffer dodge. So I can see the ending of a few of his combos now. And I understand, like, what the... Yeah. Like, hey, there's my chance to punish. Which is good. Problem is I'm still getting hit by stuff in the middle when he does the stomp or some of the quick swings. I noticed that if I do a leaping attack from neutral, a lot of his starters whiff over my head. He's a tall boy. So it looks like we can jump into him kind of freely. And then that happens. Because it's like 3 jump-ins and he's stunned. I didn't dodge in time. So it's basically gonna be like, it seems like we probably decide this fight in something like 9 hits, give or take. If it's every 3 jump-ins or so stuns him, then we only need to do that but so many times, honestly. One of the variables on that is how often we're going to have Royal Knight's Resolve up, and whether or not we can get a bleed to pop on him. I haven't seen whether or not a bleed is happening, but our weapon does have a bleed number on it. It's not very high. Dang it. You got me. The stomp is very... The holy stomp has been very difficult. I really need to start... I really need to try jumping it. But for that, I'll have to pick it out of the crowd. It is a delayed attack, so theoretically I can reprocess on that. Got it. He kept going. I thought I could get a hit in there because I thought that was a combo end, but it does have a follow-up. I'm dodging his basic combo a bit more effectively. Just a bit, though. He can still catch me off guard by sometimes using faster than usual follow-ups in certain, like, parts of the combo. I always expect his second swing in the combo is going to be a fast swing. Sometimes his third swing in the combo is a fast swing, and that completely catches me. Usually if that's the case, it's because it's a stomp. Yeah, we could jump that. Dang it. Ah! One extra roll in there. Knowing that I can jump the Sacred Stomp is pretty good. I'd like to be able to beat Radagon once before I quit for the night. I'm not sure how far away I actually am from that, because he might have some other desperation attacks that I haven't seen. I mean, it's very likely, because I've never seen that attack he did at the end where he jumped up and threw darts. Hate that combo. For the grab, I think we just run around him in a circle and he'll probably whiff. Yeah, I mean, I think if I had buffered a dodge that those darts, would they miss? I should be buffering a dodge every time on the on like the opener. Is the second attack in his combo is almost always a fast one. I don't know if I've ever seen him throw a slow attack as the second attack. That one got me because he went slow into fast. And I think I've usually been assuming fast, or that's what I've tuned my reaction to. This gives me a chance to get some stamina back while he's getting up off the floor. I didn't get the dodge off. Oh, he didn't go up. Now he's going up. Okay, running around him in a circle, if that is the answer. I didn't do it right. I got really panicky and did some panic dodges. You know, the actual truth is I probably should have just frickin' hit him with another jump attack, and like, tried to see if I could get another stun out. I'm not sure how many I had gotten already. So, 3 leaps and an R1, I know is enough to get the stun off. For at least the first stun. Yeah, he got me. Ouch. Whoops. Ah. I was just not able to string together well enough, because I landed the requisite number of hits for a stun, but not in a tight enough window to actually make the stun happen. I took too many hits. Let's see. I could go back and like farm some meat to get some buffs up, or even some blood boil aromatics theoretically. Since we're doing pure physical, I could also throw on a grease theoretically. Stop crouching, you nerd. Whew. He was about to follow up that attack, too. Very good. Oh, no. He did exactly that same thing again. I did try to get him with another jumping attack to try and see if I could, like, interrupt something, and that's when he teleported and killed me. Yeah, which is why I had to jump on his teleport. Bad move. So it seems like the teleporting behaviors are like a soft phase change. It's gonna happen once he's under 50, I guess. Ah, the stomp got me. That'll kill me. Stomp's a trick, man. For sure. That was third attack stomp, yeah. I need to be able to pick that out better, because he's gotten me with that several times. And if he's going for third attack stomp, I'm pretty sure I can do another just jump attack on him right then and there. Okay, so if I just stick behind him for that, I won't get utterly murdered, just mostly murdered. I'll get knocked back, but I won't get actually grabbed to death. That lightning seemed like it had more delay than I was accustomed to. No, that's my imagination. Completely my imagination. I don't know the timing of the lightning at all. I guess it doesn't really make electricity sounds. I guess it's like a holy lance. I do not know the timing of the lance throw. dodged too early. Yep. Well, I was able to not get knocked down by that mace hit. Was not able to dodge the second one. Okay. That's like a fair bit of reliability to get him under 50%. I don't particularly have a method to executing that on the fight. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Ah! I almost dodged that successfully. It's a little too close. If I had landed the initial jump in that I missed for no reason, he would have been stunned. Like that. Ah. Stamina, please. I don't know what that is. It's exceptionally rude, is what it is. Wow. I don't know if that's jumpable or not. I actually have no idea. So it looks like the attack goes out in several distinct lines, but I don't know if the lines are auto-correcting to me or not. And I don't know whether or not that's actually true or if it just looks that way. Very, very rude attack. Not a fan. Gotcha! Dodge was a little too early. Got it. Dodge was too early on that as well. He just teleported away and decided he wanted to be a spellcaster. Ugh. I'm gonna give this like one more, but I'm very clearly being killed by the same sort of stuff. So I don't feel like I'm making a lot of progress right now. But I'll give it one more. We'll see. See what's in the cards for another final attempt for the night. So far, so good. So he just teleports out of a thing that's usually an opening, and then just messes me up because the teleport reappears in with damage on my face. Did I pick a clean opening? Yeah, I picked a clean opening. Oh, man. Okay. So his clean openings are not clean openings after he gets under 50%. I need to do some kind of different tactic on when I'm taking my hits. I don't know how the cooldown behavior on his teleport actually behaves necessarily, so we're gonna have to figure that out, and we will figure that out another time. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Jupiter Exile, and I hope we wander again sometime soon. Have a good night.